Hey, guys, happy Thursday, which you know what that means. We're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, at least last night's episode. So if you guys didn't catch last night's episode, Kyle made an interesting statement that I want to address here because we're not doing our normal live recap today. Emily D. Baker is available tomorrow, so we will be doing it tomorrow on Friday. We'll be talking all about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I thought if Emily is going to be a part of it, then it's only appropriate that I put it off because who talk about it with? Right? Okay. So getting back to Kyle's statements, she said that she's not defending Erika. She will not defend Erika. And I want to talk about that. So we have all the details. But before we jump in, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to Page 6 and last night's episode, Kyle Richards wants nothing to do with Erika Girardi's not-so-pretty mess. Obviously, last night was the finale, and we see Kyle say that she will not defend Erika Girardi, not defend her when it comes to the alleged embezzlement, the victims, everything that's been going on, where money's been moved to, where it's coming from. She has made her stance, and now she's saying, no, I'm not defending Erika at all, which is so funny because this whole time we've all been thinking, I even said at one point, I feel like she's walking a fence, like she is defending her, and then she's kind of pushing other people to ask the questions like Sutton. And then Emily D. Baker made an interesting point, and she said, I don't feel like she's walking the fence at all. I feel like she's zigzagging all over the place. Like she's over here, and she's like, yes, there could be some red flags, but you say it's Sutton. But then she's over here like, oh, Erika, I will support you. So it kind of feels like I'm getting whiplash from this friendship, but now she's finally said it. She mentioned it all, and she said, I will not defend her, which is very telling. Kyle said, I've said all along that I am here to support Erika, not to defend her because I don't know the whole story. Now, she said, I just want to make this clear at Crystal's Chinese New Year celebration. And she even said it in front of Erika. She made it known. And Erika kind of looked at her like, okay, I see you. And we've all known ever since this whole season has played out, and we know going into the reunion, Erika feels like she has one friend left out of the cast, and that would be Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna has been the only one who has undeniably been, I'm going to say, in support of Erika and also defending her. Whereas the other women, they've laughed behind her back, they've raised red flags, they've asked questions, they've talked about it, they've had meetings. Lisa Rinna was a part of that meeting too. But still, I know it's hard to believe, Relentless Rinna did not say one thing about Erika, at least not one thing that was caught on tape. Kathy said, when I think about the friendships that were made this past year, or just the friendships in general, there were new friendships that were made with my sister, Kathy Hilton, and all of these women. And then there were also several friendships that were broken along the way. She's obviously hopeful that they can all get back to a good place. And Kyle hopes that these aren't permanent, obviously, but Kyle Richards knows as kind of like the chess master of this game, since she's been in the game since season 1. Now we're going on to season 12. She knows how this works. If you want longevity on the show, you can't just have conflict with everyone. You have to have conflict and then be able to take it back and then figure out some sort of resolution so everyone can continue filming together. That's why she said it was important on last night's episode when they're doing the Chinese New Year and Sutton addresses Erika across the table and says, I just want to let you know, I would like to move forward. And what I was saying wasn't coming from a bad place. The table got so quiet. Everyone's looking around. Nobody's saying anything. And Erika says, why is everyone quiet? And Garcelle's like, well, because we're waiting for you to respond. She's like, I have nothing to say. Boom, just like that. I have nothing to say. Moving forward, there's nothing that you're going to get from me. She's not giving Sutton a thing. But Kyle Richards did say, you can't do that, Erika. You kind of, now Sutton has apologized. She's reached out to you a couple of times. Now the ball's in your court. So moving forward, you have to figure out a way to mend this. This is your problem now. And honestly, I agree with Kyle Richards. Now, when Kyle said that I'm not here to defend Erika, I'm just here to support her, Erika's reaction was interesting to me. She said very stoically, I just need some time. I've got a lot going on. You know, this life isn't for wimps. Okay. Obviously, we know that Erika has had nothing short of a turbulent season. This has been crazy. And now we know that she's being sued for $25 million. So she's in talks to settle that lawsuit. We don't know what she have to pay, half of it, a small portion of it, a large portion of it. We don't actually know, but I have a feeling that will be coming up in the next couple of months. It seems like they're getting close to some sort of resolution. I would like to know what it is. I think everybody would, because hopefully once this is paid back, once this is decided, then we have some resolution, just a little bit more resolution for the victims, the widows, the orphans, and the creditors and debtors. We need that resolution because we've all been following this case so long. And like Ronald Richards has said since day one, as long as this case keeps going, I will keep talking about it. So as long as this case is in limbo, you're going to hear about this from me on Twitter. Just saying. Obviously, that wasn't the only thing that went on last night in the finale episode. And again, we will be addressing this with Emily D. Baker on the live recap, but we see where Garcelle wants Denise Richards and Lisa Rinna to have some sort of resolution there too. And she asked Lisa Rinna, I think you should reach out. I think you should reach out to Denise. And Lisa's like, oh. And then she goes in her confessional. She's kind of like a confessional warrior, Lisa Rinna, because she's like, I'm a grown woman. I'm not going to be told what to do by you. You don't need to tell me how to mend my friendships and how to navigate my relationships. I don't need you telling me what to do. When I want to move forward in my friendship with Denise or whatever that looks like, I will decide to do that. My question is why don't you just say that in person? She always does this. She's a confessional warrior, but say it in person. Garcelle's not a confessional warrior. She says it in person. She's very just chill, relaxed in what she's saying. But Lisa Rinna, she used to be the relentless Rinna that we all loved and loved to hate on the show. But now she's just the confessional Rinna. I don't know what happened. Where did you go? All right. Well, with that, I have a few questions. What do you guys think about Kyle Richards and her statement saying, I am here to support Erika. I'm not defending her, and saying it straight to her face. How did you feel about the finale? Did you enjoy it, or did you feel like it was a little bit lackluster? Honestly, I enjoyed seeing this side of Crystal. I think it was such a great way to cap off the season and get to know Crystal a little bit better, especially after our interview. Now I'm biased. I'm all for Crystal, and I want to see more of her. I want to see her on season 12, and I'm willing to bet, if I had $1,000 right now, I would bet $1,000 on the fact that Crystal Kuzminkoff will be returning. So I just want to say that. But go ahead and answer all of the questions to which I asked, because I need your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.